My name is Shafia Monroe. I'm excited today to explain the things I believe and are passionate about with the midwifery and birth movement. I became a midwife in the early 1970s, and since that time I've been a home birth midwife. I have been an ICTC full circle doula trainer, a child birth educator. I've been very involved across the nation, actually the world, on infant mortality prevention tactics and prevention measures. But I guess my most exciting point is I'm a mother of 7 children. 6 were born at home. I had my last baby in the hospital. And I have grandchildren, about 9 grandchildren. I've been able to help at least 5 be born at home. I'm also the founder of the International Center for Artificial Childbearing. It's a nonprofit that I founded in 1991 here in Portland, Oregon, because I saw there was quite a void in what was happening for women of color on being able to access quality health care services that help empower them to know they had rights, and also to find out why there was a higher rate of prematurity and infant mortality in the African American community. So that organization has grown, and we've been around the world doing conferences, doing trainings. We've done a lot of political work that's created changes, such as we helped create HB 3311, which is the first bill in the nation that allows Medicaid to pay doulas to serve Medicaid clients. We also work with US MIRA to help make sure there's equal representation in that movement, as how we diversify the midwifery workforce and make sure that more women can access midwives. Since that time, I've also opened up my own company, Shafia Monroe Consulting, Birthing Change, and that goal is to help healthcare providers achieve cultural competency, increase clients, and improve birth outcome. They kind of overlap. One was a nonprofit. I'm still very much involved in it as the founder. And the other one is a more of a systems webinar online learning component. You know, having learned about women's health as a young woman myself on the East Coast, Boston, Massachusetts, where I was originally born, though I claim Alabama because I spent my time with my dad there as well, I've always been aware that there's been some disparity around women's health as a whole in this country. And I am concerned that women can't access what they need to be healthy, really preconceptionally, because I really believe in preconceptional health. And I actually ran a program for many years in the high schools called Sister Care, and the goal was to go outreach to find young girls who thought they wanted to be maternal and child health. And we spent so much of our time just talking about things like their menstrual cycle. Still, 21st century, no one told them what a menstrual cycle was, how to prepare for it. All these young girls are taking Midol for pain, nothing about, and they're all anemic. So here are the moms we see later in life who have been living off medication because they have not been taught natural options for dealing with their menstrual cycle, seeing as a very negative thing and not being informed. Often the same moms we see later who are pregnant who don't know how their body works and already go into pregnancy anemic. So my vision and what I've seen about experience that women really don't know about their bodies still at this point in time. And that brings me to the work that I do around trying to reduce infant mortality. You can't fix that problem at 42 weeks. That's a problem that we have to start looking at more of a systemic preconceptional message of how we start to inform the health consumers, male and female, of what it means to have yourself prepared physically, psychologically, emotionally to have a healthy baby. On one part, that I say is given the family, the health consumer responsibility, but the other part is also the system itself that does not really have equal access for everyone to find quality medical care. And even the medical system themselves looking at birth as a time of normalcy and making it normal and not using some of the tactics that we see where women just feel that, I hear women say all the time, oh, I'm Shafia, I'm pregnant and I'm high risk. They tell me I'm in a high risk clinic. Everyone's in a high risk clinic. And that just makes them feel like there's something wrong with me, I'm not capable. And they just go through so much stress when often we do want women who have special needs to be treated specially, but the terminology is causing more fear. So when we get to do our job around breastfeeding, holding your baby skin to skin, cesarean section vaginal birth after cesarean section, or even just a normal birth, it's hard because they've been conditioned for almost 42 weeks that they're abnormal. So these are some of the things I see as a problem. At the same time, I'm glad that we did win a bill here in Portland or in Oregon that women can now get access to birth control pills without having a prescription, things like that. Where is the I can't think of the name, but the emergency pill, the after pill, which I think should be free. You have to pay for that, so you can't access if you can't afford it. So those are some of the things I think around women's health. We have not arrived. Even the breastfeeding. I just had a woman who's on the Amtrak who was asked to move to some special section. We have not even embraced breastfeeding as normal, but yet we say it's the best thing. We say the American Academy of Pediatrics have said, yes, we should breastfeed for at least 6 months, of course 1 year, but society's not supporting that. You know, we're in a good state. Oregon, at least it's legal to breastfeed anywhere. Many parts of the country it's not. So these small things make it hard for women to see themselves as healthy, whole beings, and that's going to go into how they carry their baby, how they feel about themselves during the pregnancy, who they choose to birth with, and how they choose to birth, which is going to affect, you know, to a certain extent, their parenting ability.